Hey everybody! So today I'm going to be showing you guys my hair care routine, and I have two routines. This one where I have more polished and defined waves, and then I have one where I have heatless, where I don't use any heat, and I just kind of work with my natural hair texture. So I'm going to show you both of those tutorials. I alternate a lot between those two, though in most videos I actually use this one because I think it shows up a little better on camera. But anyway, so I'm going to show you both of those routines in this one video so you guys can see what I do basically day to day. Now for a little background on my hair first. It is dyed, it's oily, and wavy. So those are the three things about my hair. Now let me show you what shampoo and conditioner I use before I get into actually how I do my hair. The first, my shampoo is Garnier Fructis' Color Shield, and I have the matching conditioner. These are the big bottles, and I use this because it has UVA and UVB protection. So it's basically sunscreen for your hair. So if you dye your hair, it's really good to help kind of maintain that color from fading. But also, if you just have a very sensitive scalp, this would be something good to have because of the sun. I always get my scalp burnt, so I don't know, I just have a sensitive scalp, I guess. And that's just what I use when I dye my hair. So anyway, now I'll get onto the routine. I'll first show you my more natural looking heatless tutorial, and then I'll show you how you get this. So stay tuned and don't forget to comment letting me know what you think. So first I'm going to show you my kind of curly routine so you can see what my hair looks like a little bit closer to my natural hair texture, I guess. So this is just my hair as soon as I get out of the shower. So since I recently colored my hair, and also since it's spring and summer, I use this one particular product that I only use when I color my hair or around this time of the year. And it is the Garnier Fructis Color Shield. So it looks like this. And it's just a leave-in conditioner with a pop top. I think that's what it's called, where it goes like that. But anyway, this is a good thing to have even if you don't color your hair because it has UVA and UVB protection. So basically it's sunblock for your hair. So I just take a small amount, about that much. I just rub it in my fingers and put it all over my hair. And I'm sorry if I'm looking to the side, but I need to look at the viewfinder thing so I can see what I'm actually doing. And if your hair lightens a lot in the sun and you don't like it to lighten a lot, like I know some people that always get highlights during the summer, but because the sun kind of streaks their hair naturally. But if you want to avoid that, this is also something good to have. And both of these two steps you'll see again because I do exactly the same thing when I start off my more polished kind of look. But then I put on some sort of frizz cream. The one that I'm currently using is the Alberto VO5 Sheer Hairdressing. And I'm not even sure if they make this anymore, but it's supposed to lock out frizz and kind of keep your hair shiny. Just any sort of frizz cream will do. So I take about the same amount that I did of the other product, this much, rub it again, and then do exactly the same thing where I focus most of it towards the bottom half of my hair and all over, and then with whatever's left over I put lightly on the top. Because the more product you use, the more buildup you get at the top, and the greasier you are, and the greasier your roots get quicker. So now that all of this is in my hair, I'm going to comb it out with a wide tooth comb. Don't use any brushes like these or anything, just make sure it's a wide tooth comb. Because if you use a normal brush, then you're actually going to be kind of ripping your hair, and that's definitely not good. You're going to have more split ends. Okay, so now the next thing that I do is I spray in a curling mist. Currently I'm using the mark Curl Goddess. It looks like this, and I believe it's $5, so it's pretty inexpensive, but you can't get mark in drugstores. The last two things you can definitely get in a drugstore. So I'll make sure to list everything again in the description box. So I just take this and I spray it mostly underneath and on top here. I don't put much at the root. So now I crunch it a little bit, but not too much because this product really isn't made for scrunching your hair, but it does kind of help make sure that it's all distributed evenly and it kind of grabs onto your curls and stuff. So just do that. So I just create my part. I pretty much always go for a side part. It's usually on this side, but I switch it up every few days. So I just brush like this area right here. The rest I kind of leave alone so it can stay curly and have that like shape. So I just play around with it a little bit. And then I usually, since right here my hair gets really curly, I just take that small area, and I kind of like put it behind my ear, and then I let it dry flat like that, so then that area is slightly less curly, so then it's more manageable. So then I'll just let it dry like that, so then this part is a little less curly. But the rest I just leave alone. If I want it to be a little more curly, then I'll put a little more spray. I'll just like put it in my hands, rub it, and then work it. I think it's easy to, like for when you're like touching up or things like I'm doing now, just to put it in your hands, because then, what am I trying to say? Because then it's easier to manipulate and you're not as likely to put too much product. Because the more product you put, the quicker your hair will get greasy. There, so then I just leave it like this, and if I want my hair to be a little more touchably smooth, then I'll put some sort of silk or shine serum. Like I have a shine serum from the Curl Goddess line at Mark that sometimes I'll like put it at the ends here, like if I feel like my hair is dry and I need a little more moisture. So then that's pretty much it. I'll come back a little later to show you how it is when it's entirely dry. But then once it's entirely dry, I often in a bun, though usually depends on if I want a lot of volume, then I'll put it at the top. And if I just want to kind of keep my hair out of my face, then I'll put a low bun. But I just, throughout the day, I tend to touch my hair a lot. So when I'm at home, I pretty much always have my hair up. Like just pretty much always in a bun or something, because then I'm less likely to touch my hair and I won't accumulate like oils in my hair. So that is it so far. So then this is what my hair looks like after it's entirely dry. See, it's kind of like piecey waves. And yeah, so it's just slightly more manageable and a little more, like, I guess, amped up and controlled than what my hair would just be like if I didn't use any product. I just like using that wave spray and stuff to kind of make it a little more manageable and is slightly more defined, so it looks more on purpose rather than just like messy, crazy hair, because if I don't do anything, my hair gets really frizzy and poofy and stuff. So now the last thing that I do is I just put a little hairspray along the top of my head, not really to keep in the shape or anything like that, because I kind of like that after a couple of days it just, you know, it kind of takes its own, I don't know, it has like a mind of its own and does whatever it wants. But just to keep the humidity away, because this is a climate controlling hairspray, I'm not really sure if it really helps my hair, but because I also use other frizz products like I did with the cream, so I don't really know if it actually helps me keeping away my frizz, but I like it anyway. And I just kind of use it to make sure I don't get as much oil buildup along my roots, since I did use a couple of different products. So I just shake it up and just spray the top parts. Just lightly like that, maybe a little bit more, but that's pretty much it. And I try to touch my hair the least amount possible because I tend to touch my hair a lot, and then that gives me a lot of oil buildup. And because I dye my hair, I try to wash my hair as infrequently as possible. I still obviously shower every day, but I don't wash my hair every day. So yeah, so that's my kind of like more natural hair care routine. It does take a little while because I don't use any heat styling products, but I do on my second kind of everyday other routine. I do use heat products there, but I still try to keep it all minimal. So I guess that's it. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Everything will be in the description box. Hey again, so I just got out of the shower. Well, normally I would do my makeup and things after I do my hair, but I did it like opposite for the video. But the first two things I do is exactly the same as in my other routine. I always start with the color shield, put a little bit onto my hands, and put all over my hair. Then I again put on a frizz cream. This is the same one, the sheer Hairdressing. Like this. And I start from the bottom and kind of work my way up. Then I comb out my hair. Same steps exactly as before. Now this is where things start to get different. Rather than just letting my hair air dry like this, I do a little bit of an extra step. I'm going to put my hair up in this towel. It's a Turbitwist. I can't get the full thing in frame, but it's just a funky towel where it starts off pretty thick and it goes thin. and it's made to hold your hair up, you know, like at the top of your head. I used to do it with just a normal towel, but that was just really annoying and it would always like fall. So I bought this. You can get this at most places. Not the exact brand. I'm not sure if you can get the exact brand because this was a gift, but you can get them at pretty much any drugstore. They have similar products to this. So I just kind of curl my hair up, put it in like this, and then twist. And then it attaches in the back. Okay, so now I leave my hair like this. I usually let out my ears because if not it gets really hot. But I keep my hair like this just for like 10 minutes or so because I feel like then it better absorbs the leave-in conditioners and stuff. And when I'm doing this particular hair care routine, I prefer for my hair to be a little more moisturized and a little more sleek. When I think the other more natural hair care looking routine thing, my hair gets, what's it called? My hair, like it works better when it's a little drier, so it has a messier texture, but this I'm going for a little more slightly sleeker. So I just keep my hair like this for 10 minutes and then I will be right back. Okay, so it was 10 minutes already in the Turbitwist, and then I took it out and I let it air dry for a little longer. It's still not entirely dry, but it's mostly dry. So I'm going to take the next thing that I use, and it's a heat protectant. I use the EverStraight Flat Iron Spray from Organix. It's the Brazilian Keratin Therapy. So that's what it looks like. You can get these at like Walgreens and Target. And I only spray about this much of my hair on both sides. I don't straighten all of my hair. I actually only straighten like this part here and then I curl this part down here. I mean, it sounds weird, but I'll show you in a second. Just brush it through my hair so that I make sure that I saturate this entire thing. So now that I have this saturated, I'm going to put my straightener to heat up. So now I'm going to have my straightener heating up in the background because it takes a while to heat up because this one's really old. It's kind of like embarrassing how old and gross it is, but I don't know. I really need to get a new one, but I just haven't had the time to make the purchase. But anyway, so this is the one I used. The plating is coming off and everything. It's really, really old. It's from Revlon. Yeah, Revlon. I got this, I guess, at like a Walgreens or I don't even remember. I've had this for so long. I have it on like 17. I think it goes up to 25. I put it around 17. And I'll just wait for this to entirely dry and then I will show you what I do next. Okay, so now that this part's dry, this part's still a little bit wet, but we'll deal with that in a second. But see here how it has like this kind of like it has like a kink in it right here, and then when I lift up the layers, see like right here it's really curly, like for no reason whatsoever, because I have normal wavy hair. Like it's not pin straight, but it's not curly either. It's definitely just a natural-ish wave. But I don't know why like these random hairs here just want to be curly. I don't understand. Like on this side it's much worse. See here? Like random frizzy curls, and it is really annoying. Now that I've sprayed the keratin therapy, this is like I said, it's a flat iron spray, so it's a heat protectant. I use heat just at the top here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just kind of do it just to get rid of that kinkiness. And I don't go all the way down to the ends of my hair. I literally just focus on this top area. Try and scoop that over. I just focus close to the roots because I hate them So then it's less damaging because I don't go all the way down to my hair because I am going to curl that part. So now I will do the same right here. And I plug this in. This is the Conair U-Curl, and I got this at, what's it called? I got this with my Mark Rewards points, so technically I didn't pay for this, but I did earn it because, you know, it was my rewards points and I get them at work. So I ordered this with my rewards points, and it's a clipless curling iron. At first it's kind of like scary, but you get used to it really quickly, and this is amazing. It heats up so quickly, like less than like 10 seconds. So I'm just gonna plug this in. I mean, it goes up to 400, but I fill it to 360, so about like 75%. And this is literally, see, it's already getting hot, isn't that crazy? So now I'm just going to curl from like this point on, and then the closest part, like what used to be my bangs, I'll curl that. So then it just kind of creates more polished waves, I guess, and I only do this for this front section, and I promise you it will blend in with my hair. I know it seems really weird just to only use heat on this part, but it's been working out for me, and you guys have liked it in my past few videos, so let me put my bang part out of the way, and it's already hot. So I just take it and wrap my hair away from my face, just like that, and I leave my ends out because I don't want to create more split ends because I do have some split ends. Just leave that for a couple seconds, let go, and then I kind of take a couple of pieces out and I hold them with my bang area, and then here I go a little closer to the root for a few seconds. See, so it creates a really nice curl and really quickly too. So now I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to kind of break it up into 2 or 3 pieces. And then since I used the flat iron spray and let it sit in and kind of dry with my hair, then my hair is heat protected. I mean, it says it's for a flat iron, but it will still protect your hair. Usually those kind of things work better if you get like maybe like a general heat protectant rather than one that's just for flat ironing, but I mean it still works, so. And I do all of them away from my face. I've just always preferred it that way. That's how I like it. You can do alternating curls or anything you like. This is just what's worked for me. I'm going to turn this off. Take out the rest of my hair. And then I just comb it all together. I comb it, and I should have worn a lighter shirt so you guys could see my hair better, but it just kind of molds in with my waves. So then it just looks a little more put together and defined, but it's not, like it doesn't look like I spent like an hour on my hair, because I think I spent maybe like 15 minutes on it. So that is what it looks like in the back. And it uses minimal heat. I don't have to use it on my whole head, and it still looks put together and nice. And like I spent a little more time on it than my other hair care routine, which is funny because the one where I don't use heat takes much longer. But anyway, so now there's only a couple more things that I do. It says here on the back of the bottle that when you're done, you're supposed to respray your hair. I don't respray it because then it gets it kind of entirely wet. So I just put some on my palm, and then I rub it lightly over the areas that I just used heat. And then just a little on the ends. And then I use my climate controlling humidity hairspray again. And just kind of spray it everywhere basically. And then I lightly comb through it again. My hair takes to curls really easily, so this might not be the best method for all of you. If your hair is really difficult to curl, I wouldn't brush it out as many times as I do, but this is just what has worked for me. Like, see, I still have the curls, and it'll last literally the entire day. And no matter what hair care routine I do, I put my hair up in a high bun before I go to sleep. And that kind of sets my hair back into the wave for the next morning so that anything that has fallen out will kind of reform. So it's just always worked for me, and I don't know, that's how I like to do it. Some days I'll add an extra like shine serum. That just depends on what I'm feeling. But yeah, so that is my last hair care routine. Can you guys see how it still looks natural, but it's more defined? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you very soon. Bye.